Here is your winner,
The WWE Universe has been waiting for this match. This one's got your name written all over it. Are you ready?
The following contest is a ladder match. Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 2... here is your winner, Superstar!
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet today. Now, whether he's a blue chipper, the people's champion, or as we know him right now, the final boss, the...
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is full.
On his way to defend the Intercontinental Championship, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
His opponent, from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 204.
A title coveted by legends and hungry young talent alike.
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut above the rest, a higher class of in-ring competitor. Cobra clutch cinched in.
And wait a second, interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Intercontinental Championship at stake right here in Lowell, Massachusetts. We're expecting an emotional night for all of us, considering that Shawn Michaels will forfeit the WWE Championship live tonight.
Yeah, I saw a very dejected HBK earlier today. I couldn't even get him to crack a smile at all.
Well, that's just because no one's ever happy to see you, Saxton.
What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
Well, the champ needs to put this young upstart Maivia in his place with unrelenting offense. No time for graceful bows and upper-class taunting. Just beat Rocky down.
And he tosses him back in now. Time for him to get back to the ring.
No one wants a count out here.
Nice side headlock applied. Oh,
wow. Good measure.
And Byron, Rocky has tremendous exuberance, tremendous youth. He's going to be a star for a long time.
I think Rocky Maivia shows more promise than any other wrestlers I've seen come into WWE.
The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance tonight in a match between our fine champion Hunter Hearst Helmsley and the young challenger Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third-generation up-and-comer would love nothing more than to grab his first championship tonight and send a message to the WWE that Rocky Maivia has arrived.
But Hunter Hearst Helmsley will do everything in his considerable power to stop that from happening. And as far as Helmsley is concerned, Maivia is barely even worth his time. And Byron, Rocky has tremendous exuberance, tremendous youth. He's going to be a star for a long time.
I think Rocky Maivia shows more promise than any other wrestlers I've seen come into WWE. You talk about second-generation wrestlers, but with Rocky, you're talking about 3 generations. This guy is going to be phenomenal.
Smothering offense now from Rocky.
Maivia keeps bringing the energy, and Helmsley has no answer.
He quickly slides into the ring.
Ooh, clothesline delivered.
Uh-oh. Counter. He knew just what to do.
Goodness, inverted suplex. Look at this, just unloading.
And a stomp to the gut.
And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I do see a bright future for Maivia. Those that have been privileged enough to see Rocky Johnson in action will appreciate Rocky Maivia because he's a chip off the old block.
Notwithstanding as well the genes of his grandfather, the incomparable Peter Maivia. Chief Maivia.
Oh boy, they don't come any tougher than Peter Maivia. Ouch.
Oh, what a right! Man, that's some attitude behind it.
Maivia gets stonewalled. Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here? No, the champ with the cover. He gets an emphatic kick out.
He is still very much in this.
Boom, what a punch. He puts him into the corner.
Come on, that's a bit dirty. Helmsley is putting his opponent on notice. Running knee. A face bust. Hunter's ready for something.
That's got to be it. Consider the championship retained.
And into the cover. And a heartbreaking loss for the young upstart, Rocky Maivia.
Here is your winner, and still the Intercontinental Champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance tonight in a match between our refined champion Hunter Hearst Helmsley and the young challenger Rocky.
Rocky Maivia has arrived.
But Hunter Hearst Helmsley will do everything in his considerable power to stop that from happening. And as far as Helmsley is concerned, Maivia is barely even worth his time. And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I do see a bright future for Maivia. Those that have been privileged enough to see Rocky Johnson in action will appreciate Rocky Maivia because he's a chip off the old block.
Notwithstanding as well the genes of his grandfather, the incomparable Peter Maivia, Chief Maivia.
Oh boy, they don't come any tougher than Peter Maivia.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now. Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned? Helmsley has no control here.
Maivia keeps bringing the energy, and Helmsley has no answer.
And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be a developing story as this match progresses.
Cobra clutch cinched in. If Rocky Maivia is going to take down the more polished and experienced Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's going to have to...
In trouble here.
A couple of elbows to the jaw, and that'll break things up. Returning back to the ring. Maivia dishing it out now.
The power of Rocky Maivia is too much for Helmsley right now.
Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down. Oh! Before this match, I was talking to Helmsley, and he said he can beat the snot out of this Maivia kid in less than 10 minutes. In fact, he was showing me on his watch. Did you know he has a timepiece that costs $20,000?
Confident words from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Not sure how relevant his timepiece is to this match, though, Corey.
It isn't relevant. I just wanted to share an example of how far ahead in the game of life Helmsley is. Toss. The champ creating some distance with that move.
Kick to the gut.
Dragged around into a neck breaker.
Shoulders are down.
Is this enough to retain?
An early kick out for the challenger.
Not getting a 2 count at this point has to be frustrating.
Maivia is ready for that.
Deeper into this match now, and I think it's Helmsley who's reaching peak frustration.
Can't quite put Rocky Maivia away. A testament to the never-say-die attitude of this young superstar.
And he gets it from his dad. He gets it from his grandfather. Maivia knows nothing less than to give it his all. Maivia with a nice turnaround. Raw drop kick. Attacking the torso again, doing a little more damage.
Perched up top.
Diving knee drop. This capacity crowd certainly behind the youngster Rocky Maivia, thinking there could... Hunter whipped into the corner, nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
Helmsley muscling Maivia up to the top turnbuckle in a big right hand.
Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight.
Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top. Hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize? This could be it. Hook to the leg and a cover, and Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
Maivia just collapsed.
This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. Official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again. Rocky rolls through. Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
Rocky Maivia has shocked Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Here is your winner, and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
We have a new Intercontinental Champion.
In a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers, the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss. There wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Wwe 2K25 wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on.
High Chief Peter Maivia taking on George the Animal Steel in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the Animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain them. George the Animal Steel is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the Animal.
But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The High Chief Peter Maivia. When you consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician, well, you can see why the High Chief is the favorite in this match, even with the steel cage stipulation.
What a counter!
And Steel isn't looking helpless anymore.
This could be a good chance for Steel to get some distance and rethink things. Using the cranium.
Peter Maivia now with the upper hand.
Yeah, and Maivia has really figured the Animal out here. Jarring European uppercut.
George the Animal Steel might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost the match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steel's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly, or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage.
Well, Maivia is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding presence in the ring. He's more than ready for what the Animal will throw at him, even inside a cage.
Look at Maivia going to work on the Animal.
The High Chief has all the answers right now.
Two very opposing styles in every sense of the word, Corey. High Chief Maivia is a much more physically gifted and talented athlete in the ring than Steel. What's it going to take for the Animal to get the upper hand here?
Well, he's got to be even more chaotic than ever inside this cage. Nothing about Steel makes sense to someone as traditional as Maivia. There's never any telling what the Animal's going to do in a match, and he needs to keep it that way.
He comes off the cage and lands hard in the ring.
Can't take too many falls like that if you want to make it out of here in one piece. Lift off. Bang!
He's motioning to the referee, looking to get the cage door open.
Measured up nicely.
Fist drop! Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steel as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief. And the tribal tattoos on his body are extremely intricate and definitely eye-catching.
And Steel is, well, he's an ugly creature. Enough hair on his upper torso to classify as fur. Folds in his bald head. He's like a modern-day Neanderthal.
Oh, God. Maivia just dominated the Animal with that one. Maivia has Steel in his sights. Looking to...
Peter Maivia has something brewing.
Snap you in half.
And George is laid out.
Nothing pretty about that.
Well, George has certainly seen better days.
He wants it one more time.
Oh, what a backbreaker.
Man, just ugly impact.
Does Peter Maivia have this sewn up?
The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
And you can see Steele is struggling to weather the storm with the High Chief.
Oh, and a headbutt. Vicious headbutt.
Big impact. Oh, stiff uppercut.
Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows, maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime.
He's looking for yet another exclamation mark. Oh, break in half.
Delivered again. Just end it now.
Uh-oh. Headbutt. Not fancy there.
Momentum is all with Maivia now.
Steele now just trying to survive.
Gets driven into the corner. Boom! What a headbutt!
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the Animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steele often has trouble finding opponents.
Trying to go for it again. Oh, back first. No way Steele's coming back from that.
He's getting completely overwhelmed now.
And I don't see Peter Maivia slowing down anytime soon.
Peter Maivia now with the upper hand.
Can Steele recover from this adversity?
Going right after the arm of their opponent, applying the arm bar. Nice takedown. Punishing.
And George Steele has the hot.
Hold on a second. He might be finding a submission hold here.
And you can see the arm getting absolutely wrenched here.
Expert strategy coming into play now.
He's forced to tap out. No other choice.
Somehow, some way, George the Animal Steele is able to walk out of this cage with a victory over High Chief Peter Maivia.
It's got to be...
Our next chapter sees the showcase spotlight shine on an area in which the family built their legacy: tag team wrestling. Starting with the Wild Samoans, Afa and Sika, all the way through to more recent champions.
One of the toughest teams in WWE history.
Nearly 600 pounds of pure savagery.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Afa at a combined weight of 565 pounds. Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
Fair warning, this one may not be too pretty, guys.
You talk about rugged individuals. These are two tag teams that can really bring the fight to anyone that steps in their path.
Yeah, there is about to be a seismic collision in the ring.
This match means so much to the Steiners and to the Head Shrinkers.
Well, the whole world is focusing on WrestleMania 9, and the last thing you want to do is come up on the short end.
Pride is on the line, and as is a stake to the claim of being the toughest team in all of WWE.
The Steiner brothers getting a tremendous ovation here in their first WrestleMania, and we'll see if they can carry on Michigan's winning ways.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 531 pounds, Rick and Scott, the Steiner Brothers.
The Steiner brothers are one of the most promising tag teams we've ever seen in WWE.
But Samu and Fatu are looking to stomp out any of that promise right here at WrestleMania.
Let me warn the WWE Universe right now. This is going to be a brutal match. Just two heavy-hitting tag teams going at it. Physical, smash-mouth wrestling. And like Saxton said, it won't be pretty at all.
Big fight feel in Las Vegas as gladiators face off here at WrestleMania 9.
And we are watching four men who would have been right at home inside of a Roman Coliseum. The Head Shrinkers and the Steiners are ready for a true battle.
Both teams are relatively new to WWE, but we've seen that each duo is not afraid to get physical. Each side is looking for their first WrestleMania win, and they will do anything to earn it.
Got him in the corner now.
With the suplex. The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE, but they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through, but
he goes for the quick pin attempt. One count, and he gets his shoulder up.
Too early for that pin attempt.
Ooh, wiped out with the crossbody.
Drops the elbow. I've seen Samu and Fatu headbutt each other during matches. If they do that to their own flesh and blood, who knows what they'll do to the Steiners?
It's just a byproduct of the brutal take-no-prisoners offense of the Head Shrinkers, Byron. These guys will bite, scratch, and claw their way to a win. Rulebook be damned.
And with Rick and Scott coming from an amateur collegiate background, they might be a bit more hesitant to bend the rules. Hopefully the Steiners can adapt, and fast.
But double-team headbutt, wow.
The Head Shrinkers accompanied at ringside by Afa, but he's not the only tag team legend serving a unique managerial role tonight.
That's right, Michael. Just like Afa, Mr. Fuji earned many WWE tag titles as a wrestler. But now, he's hoping to lead Yokozuna to the WWE Championship.
And looking at all the top young talent in this ring, I see many other main event stars of the future that could follow the lineage of Yoko. into the corner. What could be next?
Boom! He avoids the contact.
Focused on WrestleMania 9 tonight. The last thing you want to do is come out on the wrong side of a match like this.
That's right. A big win at WrestleMania means a big boost in the tag division and a substantial winner's push.
I don't think the head shrinkers concern themselves much with the financial matters, Saxton, but they are dead set on proving they're the toughest dudes around.
Steiner looking unable to get a leg up in this match.
The head shrinkers smartly keeping themselves out of the grasp of Rick and Scott Steiner.
There is a method to the madness of the head shrinkers.
Oh, my Lord! Just using their foot as a weapon. Boot right to the throat. WrestleMania 9 shaping up to be a big night in the tag division, guys.
Indeed it is, Michael. Two great young teams competing now. And later tonight, none other than Hulk Hogan will lead the Mega Maniacs against Money Inc. for the tag team titles.
Odds makers in Nevada have the smart money on Hulk Hogan leaving Vegas with the gold tonight.
Has one set up in the corner of the ring.
What a shot! Fatu is really showing his vicious side.
Seeing some high-impact offense from Samu and Fatu thus far.
I'm not sure the head shrinkers are even going for the victory. They just want to destroy the Steiners. What a headbutt.
Vicious.
And we are really seeing the amazing skill sets of all four men.
And there goes Steiner sent outside the ring.
Fatu like a one-man wrecking machine right now. Cleaning house.
Oh, look at this, the power by Scott Steiner.
But the tag was made and Scott not aware.
Big kick.
Scott Steiner did not see the blind tag made by Samu.
Oh, this is not looking good for Steiner.
And this is what the head shrinkers do. Top-tier tag team wrestling. Steiner didn't see the tag, decided to hot dog around, and got a foot in the face. Boom, what impact.
As we find ourselves surrounded by all this pageantry, do you think either of these teams is feeling the pressure of their first WrestleMania?
I can tell you that Samu and Fatu truly did not care. Alpha has turned these men into brutal fighters who simply want to destroy their opponents no matter where the fight takes place.
And as for the Steiners, we know they have big match experience, tons of amateur championship bouts in college, and some of WCW's biggest events. But even those can't hold a candle to the spectacle of WrestleMania. Oh, not to the belly! Oh, what a headbutt.
That clearly rocked Scott a bit.
Stop after stop after stop.
Scott getting worked on right now.
And Scott's got to flip the switch soon. Outright presentation of power there.
Before this match began, you heard the Steiner speak backstage. Scott saying, quote, "Me and my brother are going to go out with a game plan and do what we do best, and that's wrestle."
That's all well and good for the Steiner brothers, but Alpha has gone on record saying that his men are looking to tear Rick and Scott's heads off.
Clothesline to the back of the neck.
From the top.
Diving headbutt.
Momentum moving towards Samu's corner.
And I don't see Samu slowing down anytime soon.
Standing drop kick.
Great ups.
It seems like this match is becoming something of an uphill battle for him.
Yeah, holding strong for this long in a tag team match is commendable, but it might be time to tag out.
Totally helpless at the moment. Boom!
Ooh.
Steiner cuts him off.
Oof. Goes into the corner. Tag made. Double team incoming. Irish whip into the ropes. Launched into the air and hung across the top rope. Beautiful. Ooh. huge splash.
Way to avoid that.
Chess match of counters and reversals happening here.
Boom! Good defense from him. Steiner's caught with a reversal.
Pinpointing the trachea. Oh, this, what a headbutt. Oh, vicious headbutt.
And oh, wow, look at the damage to Scott's face. Oh, ricocheting off the turnbuckles.
Here's the tag. Tandem offense on the horizon here. They have their opponent.
Oh, face first.
And the head shrinkers just might have it.
Oh, pin. This might be the end of Steiner's night. And the head shrinkers get the win.
Here are your winners, Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
And what a huge win for the head shrinkers tonight.
Samu and Fatu making their family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.
I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Devon.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall.
It's been interesting watching Reigns throughout these introductions. The Royal Rumble Premium Live event kicks off with a match between two former brothers. Roman Reigns and his record 516-day reign as Universal Champion versus Seth Rollins donning the old gear that they used to wear in the Shield.
Rollins looks very comfortable in that tactical vest yet again.
But he's even more comfortable inside the head of the tribal chief. We haven't seen Roman with this type of look, this type of confusion in 500 plus days.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Roman certainly seems out of his comfort zone right now, guys.
Reigns and his comfort zone aren't even in the same zip code tonight, Cole. Unless he can snap out of it fast, he's going to make a... that Rollins will capitalize on.
Oh my God, right over the top and hit hard. Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle. Reigns seems to be taking just a little bit more pleasure than he usually does as he piles on the attacks. The disdain he has for Rollins is off the charts.
Lift it up. What's next? Oh, a slam. Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. Says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over. That it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Who would have thought that moment would still loom so large and be the biggest key to victory for Seth freaking Rollins? From Rollins, went for the springboard and missed.
Reigns really having his way right here.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
Getting lifted to the top rope.
What a reversal by Reigns.
The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominating
the pin for the championship. He forces a break before the count of 2.
Channeling his energy to stay in this matchup. In position. He's painting a bullseye on him.
And he retaliates.
textbook jumping clothesline. Oof.
Sidewalk slam. I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay. Oh, whipped right into the diamond-plated steel.
Making his way to the top here. Watch out! Oh, crash and burn.
I don't care who you are. You're not the same after suffering a crash landing like that.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
Counters and counters. Each superstar looking dialed in. The stomp has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of this story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game. Just mounted with punches and a stomp to the gut, too.
What a way to get out of that one. Cover. We got a new champ here.
That's right. The referee saw the feet on the ropes.
Oh, Seth gets caught with a counter.
I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear.
Hoisted up. Working the midsection there.
Rollins continuing to mock Reigns.
If this lands, it's over.
Phoenix splash by Rollins. Wasting no time. Shoulders are down and only gets a 1 count.
Still not enough to put him away. Reigns hits it.
Perfect execution by the champion.
Oh, my God.
Kneecap goes right into the face to halt the attack.
He gets into the ring.